Hi, this is Keith Goff here. I'm CEO of Sunsynk. I'm going to start to do a few training videos on our product and try to explain how the product works, because many people actually don't fully understand how our inverter differs from other people's inverters such as Expert. Let me show you how the basic difference between our inverter, which is a true hybrid inverter, and other inverters, and then I'll show you a little bit more about the flow. Understanding a very simple inverter may be connected to the grid, but you have a very simple connection here. You have your house, your supply, or your load. We'll call it load. Here, this is your load. This is your inverter, and here is your grid. And we have a changeover switch. This is a very simple change. Connect to the grid on a UPS. The changeover switch moves it onto the inverter. It's a very simple. That's how most of them operate. Difference between a true hybrid inverter is we have a single connection. So here we have the grid, and here we have the load or the house, and here we have the inverter. And the inverter connects, it's the same, it's AC coupled. The benefit of this is if your load, for example, you need 16 kilowatt load, so you've got 16 kilowatt load, but your inverter is only say 5.5 kilowatt, it doesn't matter. It can still provide it, so the sun will shine. That's my picture of the sun. Sun will shine through the solar array, the PV, and it will go through the inverter. The inverter will then charge the battery. Charge the battery. So the first thing actually is the sun goes through into the battery, and then the battery will flow back in and it will supply the load. Now this is the AC coupled connection, and in fact it's the same connection on the inverter as the grid connection. So the grid connection is in fact an input and an output. So our inverter actually has three connections. You'll see on the inverter, and I'll show you a little bit. You see on the screen here, this is actually from one of our screens. So if you touch the bar chart on here, then you will come up with this screen. This screen is absolutely amazing, and it is so useful. So basically, you've got your two MPPTs, and you will see the charge off your MPPTs, and the MPPTs will charge the battery. That's how it flows. Here we'll show you the level of the battery, the state of charge. The battery is then connected to the inverter. So you see the flow, solar MPPT to battery. The battery then connects to the inverter, and it shows you what the inverter is outputting. So it could be outputting, and it will show you the three connections. And on the inverter, it's very clear. It's actually marked as load, grid, and gen. We actually often treat the gen as an auxiliary because that can be used for lots of things. So you can see very clearly. And the nice thing about it is when you go onto the inverter itself, and you can see this displays are very nice. It's very easy, and I can actually show you a little bit more. Let's go through into where we connect it to a battery, and let me show you here. So if you follow me through, this is so we set one up here. This is one of our test batteries here. So we test the battery is tested to a small 5.5, and in fact, if you actually see on here, we've actually got the same configuration for the software. So we have the bar charts, very simple setup. So on here, if we're looking at battery, we go onto battery, we go setup. This particular battery is set up on an RS485, and you'll see here we've got a comms cable here to our battery, and the battery is connected on here to a comms cable. So it's such a simple installation, battery and panel and inverter. So what I'm intending to do over the next couple of weeks is do a range of training videos to show how to use the inverter to connect to the batteries, setting up the CT coils. And if anybody's got any questions, please come and say, would you please cover this topic or whatever topic. I'd like to know what topics we need to cover, and I'll do this as in depth. And we'll also cover our new user interface, which is absolutely amazing. All right, thanks for watching this, and hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.